What is going on? It's Black Apino, the Apple guy, and today I'm going to be talking about my Surface Go. I have bought one of these about a week ago or so, and I just wanted to see, is it worth it for the price? It is a $400 Surface. Um, if you're familiar with Microsoft Surfaces, they don't really come in at that price. They're usually a little bit more, $700, $800 some odd dollars, depending on how you spec it out. But I thought, well, for $400, buy that with a keyboard for $100 and maybe throw in a pen. Is it a worthy contender at around $500? Will it give you what you want and what you need for that price range? Obviously, there are other price laptops in that price category that are similarly spec, or not similarly spec, but are in that price range. That'll do the same thing, but for that price, is the Surface Go really a better value than buying, say, a Chromebook, or buying an Acer or an Asus, or buying a Samsung or any other Windows device in and around that price? So if you didn't watch my unboxing of the Surface Go, I'll have a link in my description on that, and we're just going to jump right in to the Surface Go, and I'm just going to kind of give you just a quick review on what it has as far as what it can do, and what you get from the Windows S version. I'm not going to do the switching from Windows S to the Windows Home, because I got the $400 base model, which only gives you a 64 gig flash drive of internal storage, as well as only 4 gigs of RAM. I know that switching to the Windows Home mode, it allows you to use more apps with the Surface Go, but I didn't really buy it for that. I bought it for the fact that at what you can get and what you can do with it as it is at base price, is it worth it? And so we're just going to kind of jump straight into it. So let's get started. Alright, as you can see, this is my Surface Go. This is the bamboo pen that I bought for the Surface Pro, or I'm sorry, the Surface Go. It will work on the Surface Go as well. That's Windows Ink certified. As long as you buy a stylus, if you're looking to get a stylus for the Surface, whether it's the Pro or the Go, as long as it's Windows Ink certified, it will work on that. The main difference is in price. This is only $62 when I bought it. The Surface Pen, I believe, is $130. Not exactly sure why it's that type of money, but I don't know. So yeah, this one comes with a battery, which you can buy, but you can only buy them at Best Buy. I'm not exactly sure what kind of batteries they are. It works via Bluetooth. Once you pair it to the Surface, then it pretty much is stuck with it, and that's pretty much it. Some of the cool features with this pen is there's a button on the top. You double click that, and it allows you basically to take a screenshot of whatever's on your desktop, and you can write on it, and then when you're done, you can save it to whatever you want to save it to, or you can double click it once. There's a little button right there, and what it does is it shows you everything that you can use for Windows Inkspace. Obviously, sticky notes, Sketchpad, basically it's just a drawing pad, and then Screen Sketch. So if you have something on your desktop that you want to take a picture of, or that you want to draw right there, you can do that, as well as various other apps. The only app that I've ever used beyond these is just the Windows or Microsoft OneNote. The App Store it's good for what it does. It's still not as good as what you'd find on the Apple Mac App Store for the Mac, or basically pretty much as far as the difference between this App Store and the one for Apple is that the Apple Mac Store's App Store is a lot more robust than this. There's only certain apps that will work on this. I've tried using Evernote, as I have it on both my other iPads as well as on my Mac, and it will not work on this. I'm assuming that once I switch it to the full Windows 10 version, then I probably could use it, but I don't want to do that because this is the basic mode. This is the basic model of the Windows Surface Go, and I'm going to show that to you right now. You just go into the Service button, then we go into Settings, System, then I'm going to go screen down to About, And as you can see, it's the Pentium Gold 1.6 gigahertz. It's only got 4 gigs of RAM, and it's got a 64 gig, basically flash drive. It's not gonna be a one. It's not gonna be a 110, the 120 solid state, as opposed to the other end version of this, which is basically identical. Just that it's got double the RAM and 128 gig solid state as opposed to 64. It is touch and pen supported. It does come with Windows S mode. You can switch it from S mode to Pro or to 10. If you do that, though, it will you will not be able to do some of the features that are available from S mode only. So that's one of the reasons why I have not switched it. As far as what it can do in home mode versus S mode, I don't know because I've never done it. Probably won't do it. It comes, it's Windows. It'll basically come with your various, obviously, security stuff, firewall, virus protection. It's going to come with Windows Defender. Kind of shows you exactly what is protected and what not. You're going to have, obviously, you can share, you can project this to another device. You can also do it to another screen. It also allows you to remote desktop it. But unfortunately, like I said, this doesn't support that. Only the Windows 10 has it, which I don't have it in. So that's one thing you can't do. Multitasking allows you to do focus assistance, storage-wise. This is basically what it shows you. It's only 64. As you can see, I'm using 32 or 21 gigs of that being used. So you can enable it to kind of help you kind of shorten up your storage. So basically, if you're going to be adding apps to this, be careful with what you add because you can easily fill it up pretty fast. So we're just going to take a look and see what I have on my Surface Go. Obviously, as you can see, I have my micro SD, which is right here. Click on that, and it shows you exactly what I have on here. Video wise, it does a pretty good job of playing videos. There's not really much lag at all, nothing that I've seen. It's in pretty good quality. It's not 4K quality, but it's not 1080 either. It's going to be, I believe, 1200 is the resolution. So it's over 1080, but not 4K, but not 2.K either. But for the size and what it shows, it's not bad. It's pretty decent. You obviously get your OneDrive and everything else, as you can see. Now, what I have on mine, I have PDF Reader, which basically means that I can download stuff via PDF form, and I can write on it. I haven't really used it yet. I just downloaded the app myself. So as you can see, you can actually write on this, and you can actually turn your writings into text form. The browser does support that. So basically, you have this in tablet mode. You have the keyboard not attached, and you're using this, and you're using Microsoft Edge. It'll pop up a little black bar, and you just write on that, and that basically turns whatever you wrote into the web address, and it goes to that. Obviously, you get OneNote, is what I have as well. Office is still the same Office. You get a 30-day trial with Office. You cannot use Google Docs as far as downloading it. You can go to Google itself, and you can do it that way, and you can do it online that way. But PowerPoint, Excel, Word, that's all still part of the trial. Same with Outlook. You can do Adobe. You can do some light PhotoWorks with it. You can use Dropbox. There's Connect. Camera isn't too bad. It's decent for what it does, although I've never really used the camera on my iPad, so I don't see myself ever using this. The pen is very intuitive with this, as you can see. The calendar works pretty well. When I'm scrolling up and down, I get good haptic feedback. It's really nice of the fact that before you even touch it, it already shows exactly where my pen is going to be touched at. So if I got it on OneNote, it switches directly to OneNote, and that's pretty much it. And it's pretty responsive, the pen is. So if you've never really used the stylus, I would recommend trying using the stylus on this. You're going to like it a lot. And so again, my initial thoughts on it, for the price, the Surface itself, you get the bare basic, it's $400. Keyboard is another $100, and if you buy this, that's about $500, just shy of under $600. Obviously, you can get better than this out there, but for what it gives you and the price and the convenience and the portability wise, is it worth it? I'm going to say yes. It's definitely worth it. Again, you have a micro SD slot that you can slide in there and add as external storage for it. All you have to do is just basically go into your files and swap those to that. Again, you can still use it. Click on Wi-Fi. You can still use your Dropbox and all that. It also is just like any other Surface Pro. You have the ability to connect it with your mobile device and do it that way. You can also download an app, and you can basically use it. It's called Continuing. You can use whatever app. You can use Microsoft Edge on your phone and then connect it using it on this, and it basically does the same thing. So my initial thoughts on this is it's not bad for the price. Is it worth it? Actually, I think it is. For what you get and everything, yeah, it's definitely worth the price. It's pretty powerful in a compact size. It's very lightweight. The fact that you can still do some light editing. I don't know about video editing because you can't really download any video editing software to this because it's in the S mode. If you were to switch it to the Windows Home mode, I would imagine you probably have a little bit more access to other apps, but I wouldn't recommend it because it's only got 4 gigs of memory. It makes it very difficult to do any type of video editing, light or otherwise. As far as photo, you've got the Photo Adobe Elements stuff. So if you have a cloud storage with photo elements, then yes, you can do that. I would definitely recommend it. So again, this is Black Apino, the Apple Guy. As always, feel free to browse my channel, like and subscribe, and have a good day.